yeah.
We should be live on Work to Play.
Yeah. It
All
was
right.
okay.
How do mandates work? I wasn't party lead, so last time I didn't get to. Okay. And then expeditions are way harder.
So we start with something simple then.
Yeah. Oh, and you can
So
select different difficulties. Okay. We're going to start with a mandate.
I'm guessing it just opens the portal, doesn't it, when it starts?
Yeah, it should. Cool. There it goes.
Did it crash in before it starts, and then it go?
Oh.
Oh, wait, where'd the portal go?
Take your time. I'm going for a nap.
I could have swore I did that.
That was weird.
Yeah. Oh, lag spike. There it goes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Seems to do that before you do it.
All right. In we go. First one. Still learning. I cleared one, but I wasn't the leader. Whoa. Oh.
Whoa.
It teleported me back when you got in. That was weird. Oh no, wait, let me start without you. Alright. Might have sounds a little
I've never
loud.
been in a... I've never seen a place... I've never seen this place in the game yet.
There we go. I need like a lot more gold.
Do you?
Yeah.
How much you going for? Yeah, just unlock stuff.
Yeah, some of these things are like 500,000.
Oh. So how did you beat it in the end?
We just went back and did it on story mode. We got real close a couple times on normal, and it just isn't worth it. Yeah.
There's something wrong with that normal mode, isn't there?
It's just hard. And we could have sat there and grinded until we were stronger, but like, I'd rather grind in here. And knowing now what I know about productivity, like, this is the more productive way to do it. Literally.
Is it normal for their health to take that long?
So that guy right there was using life leech on you. So he was feeding off of your life, and you did not break him of that. So we were having to kill him faster than he killed you.
How do we stop him from doing that?
You just back up.
Oh, I should have just backed away, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I see someone with life leech on there near the house...
Yeah, it's a giant... It looks like a dement.
We're both ranged, aren't we?
Alright. We don't actually want to go down any of the stairs in these, because we just want to clear them.
Don't we have to get to the...
We just want to get to those three little people, the demon souls. And they're big. Whoa!
It's not possible.
I feel like that boss has prepared me for everything else, though.
Did you end up beating it on normal? So that guy was sucking my soul.
No, like that's the thing. I
That's
think I
the
wasn't
soul sucker right there. That big guy with the lantern.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the lantern guy. Yeah. Doesn't he do ice? Isn't he one with does ice as well?
I don't know.
Oh god.
But they definitely suck the life out of you. And if you don't back up, they are gaining life.
Oh.
Nice. Getting close. Alright.
That lightning is insane.
See if we can...
I need a breather.
Are we moving up?
Yeah, we'll have to go... We have to take on these little yellow diamond things.
Did he follow the other ones? Did you go further? They don't seem to follow you, do they? What'd he do?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, can you not finish that?
Which one?
The guys that were behind you.
Yeah, I didn't know they would follow me. I should have realized because they do any. I was thinking like an old school game then, you know, when you go into like the next part of the game. Like the next part of the like level. They're just stuck on that part of the screen. I've never been in this map, you know.
It's not that different than some of the other areas. I think it's just put together, procedurally generated.
Oh, is that why they look different?
Yeah. So you suck in my soul there,
Oh, yeah, I'll get back here.
so I had to back up.
Oh, no.
I need more power.
I think I do a little more damage than you.
I think you do. How much
Have you
do
been
do?
using the character pane? So like my average damage is 956 on my weapon.
I'll do a check and get the show details.
Yeah.
I need
Wait,
more power.
oh. It says 72, 239, damn it.
No, like what's the average damage? That's the one that'll factor for your crits and everything.
My what?
The average damage?
The average, oh, 241.7.
How much?
That low?
What is it?
241.7.
41.7?
241.7.
Oh, that's very low. I mean, I'm doing 5 times you. And you're basing yours on your bow. Ooh. Okay, so we have to get that like a lot higher. Because like right now, everything has twice the life because...
Do you think I should redeem? Do you think I should respec?
No, I think you're probably... I think it's probably a gearing issue.
Yeah.
I guess... Okay.
Or should we just?
I'll just... Well, right now I have to wait until you kill all that or you die.
I did die. So just press
Alright.
X.
Alright. So, if you haven't been using that screen, how have you been deciding what gear to equip?
I don't know. I've been going mainly just by rogue gear.
Okay, that's a terrible thing. Yeah, that's a terrible plan. So, because rogue gear is more of just a style of gear, right? And it's
Yeah.
not Final Fantasy where everything's kind of been optimized for you.
Yeah.
So, there's stats. So, like when you push C, how did you decide where to put your stats?
You mean when I was like clicking them?
Yep.
Oh, I was just. I don't know. Like I was going for more agility and ferocity.
Okay. So, like, is your agility like way higher than all your other ones?
Yeah, it's my primary. Maybe
Is
I
it?
should change
Is
that
it?
down.
Is it north of 400?
My endurance is waning.
My agility.
Yeah.
It's counted as my primary. It's 250 right now.
Okay, 250 is way low. So primary just means it's the one with the most. Secondary just means it's the one with the second most. Tertiary just means the third most. Quaternary just means the fourth most. So that word changes based on what you pick.
Okay.
Are you coming?
See. Yeah, where are you? At the end of the level.
No, I just ran back up to where we were.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think that? Do you think I should be putting more in agility then?
Yeah, I mean, I think agility's great. I think you're probably screwing yourself out of damage. So, like, it's probably making all this stuff really, really hard to kill. Like, can you do this at all on your own, or are you just kind of screwed?
No, I haven't even started doing this yet.
Gotta catch my breath.
It's like, if I just leave you with this guy, like, how long does it take you to kill some of this? I don't know where you
Are you
are.
back there?
Yeah, I'll just try to not damage anything and see how long it takes you to kill stuff.
My endurance is waning.
I don't know where you are.
It's not showing you on the map.
Yeah, it only shows an arrow when you're out of the screen. The little dots seem to come and go.
There you are.
Alright.
So what do you want me to hit?
So, like, come backwards. Come back with me. And come kill these guys. Because we may have, like, a bigger problem on our hands. So kill them. Okay, so that's a problem. So, like, watch how fast they melt for me.
Oh, I see.
So like you're
Yeah.
just simply not doing enough damage to be in here. And this is the lowest level in-game content. So like there isn't anywhere lower for you to go without going backwards. So we're probably gonna die, which is fine. The goal is just to get you yellows. So pick up. Honestly, right now, like probably pick up any yellow and blue. Oh, are you dead?
Yeah, I went down.
I need a breather.
All right.
No, I mean, should I redo my like spec thing though? Oh god. I didn't know
Maybe,
that.
but like, if you've only been picking gear based on rogue gear, like that's your bigger issue. Is you've probably been equipping things that have sometimes even made you worse.
You mean it doesn't matter on if it's rogue gear or?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't get touched by that, man. He's shooting that beam and you're just standing in it.
I'm getting destroyed. I'm just so
Yeah,
I'm
so
I need to
by picking
my
rogue
build.
gear, you're guaranteeing that you never have toughness. And by not paying attention to your stats, yeah, I can't just be rezzing you the whole time. Like I'll die. Because I cannot carry this content. So we just have to get you in better gear. Like you are literally like not able to do this content. Like there is no way you could come solo this. You would just never ever get it clear because we have to kill 3 of those guys to get anything. So when you came over and talked to this guy to unlock that thing, they on your left side, when you come talk to Thunderblade Zalahar, on your left side you might have an active project if you ended up buying that thing. I don't know if you had the gold to do it. But when you perk the project, it asks for 3 resources. So it asks for gold and it asks for those little orbs, and it asks for those orbs like right away, right?
Yeah.
But the third thing it asks for is productivity. And productivity, you only get it if you successfully clear the stuff we just went into.
I see.
So like the fact that you can't take those guys, you'll never get productivity. So you will never unlock anything ever. So the first thing you need to do is you have to start equipping gear based on like what it's actually doing for your damage. So before you sell anything to a vendor, push C and push show details and try equipping it, because like if it has agility on it, that's really good, but like that agility is random. So agility can be on a heavy piece, it can be on a bruiser piece, it can be on a rogue piece, it can be on a sorcerer piece, it doesn't matter. So like right now I have a sorcerer piece, a rogue piece, a sorcerer piece, a bruiser piece, a sorcerer piece, a rogue piece, heavy piece, and a bruiser piece. So like it's literally all over the map.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. That's more of a theme, but what matters is the stats. So
Okay, so just like open the thing and then
like I wish I could inspect you.
I know, that'd be so nice.
So like there isn't a way to like see your gear. So like for example,
what does that's my problem. What velocity is for attack, isn't it?
like
and all
here's probably better boots. So trade me real quick. All right. So what these boots do is they have plus 10% damage across the board. Stamina points, just a quality of life, ignore it. Agility is a very good stat for you. Awesome. Resistances, don't worry about it. Like you're going to have survivability across all gear. So for now, just don't worry about it. So go to show details and equip that and tell me what your average damage is, and then tell me what it is with the boots equipped.
Wait, do you want me to just switch out?
Yeah. So open up your character pane and open up the details pane, and then tell me what your average damage says, the very top.
Okay, so with the boots I had before, it was 241.7.
Okay, and now equip those.
244.4.
Okay, so
no, wait, no, it's gone. Wait, it keeps going up. It keeps changing. What the hell? No, it's 253.8.
There you go. So you literally just picked up like 5% damage, just like that. So get rid of your old boots. Sell those to a vendor. It's trash. What's the damage on your bow?
Yeah, I'll use pistols. I think that might be
Okay. Fair enough.
2185 and
21 to 85.
3195.
I don't really save any pistols, so I don't think I have anything higher.
Unless I switch to like a bow
It
instead.
doesn't matter. Well, what if we swap one out for a sword? So let's go see. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Like 2 swords or something. Or
No,
maybe
just one sword and one pistol, so you keep
one.
shooting with your pistol.
Yeah.
All right. Attack.
I keep forgetting that you could do that, you know. I keep forgetting that you can mix up, can't you?
I don't have any on me. I don't really hold on to weapons that aren't like things I'm going to use typically. Ailment. I would want something that like just straight up is a stat stick, and so I don't have anything to give you. Okay, so what are your
Wait, can I
let's
like
see.
trade you a minute to show you?
Agility. Let's see. I don't really have anything. We just have to go farm up gear. Like you're actively hurting. Like just to put it frankly, you're like actively hurting me by being in the game, and so we just have to get you fixed. And so like, and that's fine. Like it's easy enough to do. We just need to go get you gear. And the way to do that, let's see. I was just seeing if I had anything on me. I don't have a lot like saved. What are the stats on your belt?
88 force shield. It's 13 occult damage, 14 occult resistance, score, and 11 rage generation on hit.
Okay, so the only stats we're gonna care about for now are damage. So
Damage.
okay, so what kind of? So it only has plus occult damage.
Yeah,
Do you do occult damage?
I don't think I actually do. I might have made a mistake there.
So it does nothing. Okay,
I can
so I can fix that.
reset my attributes though as well. So
Well,
I might be able to.
I mean, we have... Alright, so trade me for this belt real quick. So equip this. So this has plus 10% attack speed, right? So
Yeah,
that's going to make you shoot faster. Right?
Yeah. Wait a minute, let me check. It's put me average damage down.
Down? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll take that back.
Yeah, I'll give you it back now.
I just don't have much on me. So we just have to go farm you. Like, if we were both equivalently geared, we can knock out... We can go get, like, 100 yellows every 10 minutes. And so, like, we just have to get you to that point. Because until then, we're not getting... Like, we're just going to kill things really, really slowly.
Oh, damn it, wrong belt, sorry.
Okay. Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm wasting time. I have enough to reset my attributes, so maybe I could put more into me. Wait, I got an idea. What about like I go and like collect the gear by myself, and you go and do your endgame stuff?
So let's just go back into another thing. These are free, so it's no big deal. Yes, in we go. Alright, so the goal here is to kill enemies. This time we're going to try not to get to the bosses because we need drops. Okay. Like, we can't take the bosses. So the bosses are what we're here for. Okay. Once you can take the bosses are best. Okay. So ideally we want to find as many yellows as possible. Oh, this one's just to kill all the enemies, so this one actually might work out for us.
I think at the end though, usually it says to kill a boss, doesn't it?
That's in the rifts. That's in the expeditions.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So a mandate is a mission, and a expedition is a rift.
So they even pick up blues?
Yeah. You're gonna need the money. So definitely, like, pick them up, but we're probably not gonna end up using them. Just depending on how poorly geared you are. I can't see your gear.
I know, that's the problem. I can't believe I messed up my my whole thing.
So if you're not reading the stats, you're just trusting the game to give you the right stats. But like it being rogue gear is more of like a theme, like being leather. And like it doesn't inherently mean that it's stacking the stats that you want.
I think I might have been thinking about it, and okay.
Yeah, and things hit hard. Like we're in harder stuff because there's two of us.
But we both need to be like compensated. Like we both need to be like right amount. Yeah, this is.
All right.
I may not be good enough at all.
All right. So hold X, and it'll kill you faster. Perfect. So we were defeated. Adventure failed. Now we try again.
Should I not reach? So I really think I should.
So yeah, I mean, if you have the gold, it's your stats.
I do.
So when you reset your stats,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna want to put. So I would get yourself to like, let's say 100 toughness for now.
I mean, I'm on 225 toughness.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
that's
So
my
cut that in
problem.
half. So just reset it and go to 100
Oh, reset
toughness.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
I
to
got
100
400 points.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Great. So put your toughness right at 100. To put it in faster, you can actually hold shift, and it'll put them in 10 at a time.
Okay, shift.
Uh-huh. And then tell me you have, what, 300 points left?
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm just letting you know that I got like 100 and 100 and I got
You
like
probably have some
11.
toughness from your gear. So, like, just
Yeah,
get
I
your
do.
toughness to 100. If it's already over 100, stop. Just get it to 100, however many stats that is.
I got it up to 166 now from 100.
It's at 166? That's too high. You wanted to just put it exactly 100.
It won't go up to exactly 100
Because you're already over 100? Perfect. How many do you have left?
350.
Okay, so go put 250 in agility on top of whatever you have.
Okay.
Good morning, Janelle. Have I encountered any issues? There's definitely bugs present, but like they've been patching pretty regularly. So like it just feels a little bit, I guess, like glitchy in occasional spots, but most of it's been pretty smooth. Like a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in like YouTube videos and stuff, that's fixed, but then the YouTube video gig after it's been out 3 days, 5 days a week, and then nobody's going back and correcting that information. So I really haven't had that many problems. I mean, I'm only 24 hours in, but like the occasional bugs just feel like bugs. Like one of the cutscenes, my character just stood there with my arms straight out. But like if they're going to fix bugs in order, I do not care if that one gets fixed. I would rather you fix the fact that like there was one day last week where I like could not get into games with other people. And that's fixed.
Done it.
Okay, so that's done. So how many do you have left?
What is the 50?
So you have 150 left?
Yeah.
Put 100 of them in Friday and 50 in wisdom.
I've done it.
Okay, now go to show details and how much damage are you doing?
263.
Okay, so it went up again.
Yeah.
And it's going to go up faster and faster and faster. So like it goes up by percentages. Passives is very expensive to reset, so we're just going to assume your passives are good. So let's go into the map and let's fight the next one. We need that number to be 1,000. Like you, that number needs to be at least 800.
At least 800 before we do that.
Before like we're able to like really consider taking bosses. Because I was in here with a guy that does 3,000 a hit and we still couldn't clear the rifts.
Is that tough?
So the fact that you're doing like a couple hundred per hit is a bigger problem. Do you feel like you're shooting a lot faster?
I'll check again now.
Just like when we're shooting. Okay, here comes a cursed chest.
Okay.
Oh, nope, just a regular chest.
Wait, pants. I got pants and boots then.
Nice. So we'll see what we can get this run and then we'll...
It does heal faster. It does heal faster.
Is it more agility total?
Yeah, it's 317.
Okay.
need a breather.
My problem is I'm not sure. Okay.
Oh crap! And I died.
Can you actually reset the gate of fate?
Can I actually what?
Can you reset the gate of fate?
What we're doing?
No, like the gate of fate. Like,
Oh. Anytime you go in there, there's more stuff in there. You can farm the original areas infinitely. But this is going to get you... So you're taking on level 44 mobs right now, so you're getting, like, maximum experience.
am I?
Uh-huh.
That's good.
And the density in here is really nice.
You're doing most of the damage, though. You're doing pretty much all the damage.
Right. Yeah, until we get you more gear, you're not really going to be able to help.
I'm pretty much like my bed. I definitely feel weaker though.
Can't manage that.
I mean, you are weaker. Just don't get hit. So that's how Demon Hunters play. Like, this is you're basically playing a Demon Hunter from Diablo 3. Oh, crap. I stood right in that. That's my fault.
Back in the deck for it.
I think I might want to like, you know, like mess with it so I'm not a demon hunter anymore. I'm a bit a bit more heavier. Because
So you can do all of that with gearing, but like if you can't kill this stuff, being alive twice as long isn't the delta between you killing it and not killing it.
no, I mean like just like trading it, just like the build up. Like I don't know if that's
I need a breather.
I mean, it'd be mega expensive. Ah, gosh, see, we've let this thing live so long, it's got the whole ground polluted. Yeah.
Should we? I think you should. I think you should go and do the stuff by yourself so I can get me stuff.
Okay, so what you're looking for in gear is like you need your you need to be doing 1,000 damage. Like I'm just under, and like I was the weakness in my party that I was playing with earlier.
Yeah.
Ideally, you have somewhere around, I'd say, like 2,500 to 5,000 life.
Yeah.
And like add your force shield and life together effectively for now. When you're picking gear, like you want that gear to have somewhere on it percent damage, agility, something to do with crit, or something to do with attack speed. And ideally, you have more than one of those things.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me back out then, so you can do your stuff, and I'll be doing mine.
Okay.
No, but we can still talk. Like,
okay.
I just don't want to, you know, like put a burden on you, so you can do your thing.
Pick me up a souvenir.
All right. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Like there should be, it should be absolutely more than possible for you to have.
Oh damn! It didn't back you out, did it?
Thanks.
I'm the leader, so it's my game.
Okay. Okay, I should be able to.
Oh my gosh, this stuff dies so easy now. Yeah, it like doubles their life to have 2 people in the game.
The other person has to be like.
They just have to be the
similar
same,
for it to work.
right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, like one person's carrying, which I don't mind carrying. It just like it's a pretty hard carry. Like I told Brian if he wanted to play the game, like I would just carry him through the story if he wants. Doesn't bother me at all. I just got to Endgame today though. So like I'm just doing the level 40 plus content. There's still Endgame's kind of like making it to hell in Diablo, like you still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Like I'm still very much wearing yellows. I could technically be twice my level, and I'm, you know, and all of that's going to result in more passives, in more, you know, more character traits.
My endurance is very
So to put it in perspective, because my gear all has agility on it, I have 429 agility, and you're a more agility-based class than me, if you're wanting to focus on ranged weapons.
Well, that's why I'm gonna change it up to like now because I'm sick of being ranged now.
I mean, you'll still have an issue with your gear. So you kind of want to know what your primary focus is. And like attack speed, like agility is going to be a big stat in every build because attack speed is just a brokenly good thing in all games.
Yeah.
So the ability to alter it, it's going to be a focus. Because none of the 4 stats are like warrior, sorcerer, because it's not intellect and strength and stuff. It's like ferocity is crit, and wisdom is ailments, which means like my lightning has a chance to shock, my fire has a chance to burn, my ice has a chance to freeze. So that's your ailment. So like your weapons might have a chance to like do toxic or do bleed damage or something like that. And that's the ailment. And then there's attack speed, and then the toughness is just straight up survivability. Holy God. What was that?
It can't be done.
Wow, that was intense. These things have a lot going on.
Gotta catch my breath.
Oof. So, like, one of the stats is really, like, bad per se. If you swap builds, you may not have to redo your stats.
I won't know.
I mean, it just depends.
Oh.
Oh, we're about to go Super Saiyan here.
I need a breather.
Pick that up. Alright, onward. Oh, no, don't. Ah, I did not mean to press that. Did the game lag?
Did it?
I don't know. Feels like it.
My endurance is waning.
Okay. Yeah, just a brief lag.
Gotta catch my breath.
I forgot that. I
Oh,
got.
gosh. This is tough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could self-res, so I will die here eventually, but
Oh.
nope, last one.
You lost your health again. Wait, you lost
Yeah, it's just
token.
this one boss. It's already burned through 2 of my tokens here.
My endurance is waning.
It's these orange bosses, man. They're tough. Twenty, 10, 9, done. Out of my face.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Can't manage.
And you are using large health potions and stuff, right?
Yeah, I got the. Oh, I got the. Wait, actually no, I've only got medium. What the hell?
They sell them at the vendor.
Oh, I got. Yeah, I'm gonna grab. I'm getting it now.
Because they not only heal for more, but large compared to the mediums actually have like an extra. You get 3 heals instead of 2. It's a pretty big upgrade.
Problem is, I don't know if it's giving me 2 larges because I need to wait until it's refreshed again to buy another one. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of thinking with this. Let's see. Did it?
I think so. Yeah, your party's been defeated. I lagged out. On my shadow end. They do all their updates in the middle of the day, because that's probably when they see the least users, but man, it really screws me.
Does it mess you up? Yeah.
Yeah. they're Europe based, so they're probably doing them in the middle of the night, right? Because for you guys, it's getting pretty late.
29. Yeah.
Quality on this one is
It is getting pretty late, yeah. Hmm.
That's all trash. But you kind of want to think about your build. Don't just trust that like heavy's going to get you there or bruiser's going to get you
No.
there.
I'm looking.
Because it really
That's still-
doesn't do a good job like paying attention to that.
a good eye.
Oh, nice. $17 agility?
You know Mojave is always the best value.
Cool. Man, I'm up to 12 of those little entropy orbs. Those entropy orbs are interesting. That's what's going to allow us to start like manipulating gear endgame. I haven't really touched them yet.
Contract. Give me a second. Pick me up a souvenir.
So I still can't finish a mandate on my own.
Pick me up a souvenir.
You can't know.
No. I cleared one earlier, but with a friend, and he does more damage than me.
I need a breather.
I mean, I can kill stuff. I just, like, when I come across those big, like, epic bosses, they kind of tear me up. Alright, just kill enemies. That's not so bad.
That's not
Cool. It's an easy one.
I need more power. It's not possible.
Man, it's just really nerve-wracking. Like, until you get a little more powerful and you're just, like, running farms. Like, it's like when you first hit cap in Diablo 2 and you're trying to do your first meth runs. Like, they take so much focus. And then eventually you're so geared that it's no big deal. But, like, right now, like, I still feel like everything could kill me. Are there any major differences? Yes. So the pacing feels much more like a Diablo 2. The biggest differences in in-game are the two major focuses you're going to do are like basically the same sort of thing as like when you're out going and getting those loot bags, where you're going to do kind of quests. Oh, that is a butcher. That's a butcher. That's a butcher. So like the butcher's just like a mini boss that just happens now. They did carbon copy a lot, but basically what you're going to do is while you're out clearing rifts and stuff, instead of leveling up gems per se, and just you're getting productivity to like upgrade this city. And upgrading a city is what's going to give you the ability to like do all this other in-game content. So like the fact that I've cleared the story once, instead of going through higher and higher torment difficulties, I'm now building my city. So I've kind of just now started. And instead of playing out in the world, I'm already doing all the rifts and everything. And I can't clear them. Between the story and them is really big, depending on what level you are when you clear the story.
I need a breather.
So like the max level's 90, I'm level 44. So like I'm really low level. Oh, come on. I got the heal off.
I got my damage up to 305.
That's great.
Now. I'm not done, obviously. I've got a lot of work.
My endurance is waning.
But it's
I mean, you
getting
can't just focus damage, but like
No, I
it's
know.
got to be a lot higher than what it was. There's not a build in the world with 200 damage that's going to get through stuff. I mean, to put it in perspective, this yellow mob that I'm going against right now has 100,000 life. So 200 damage per second would take you like 10 minutes to kill this thing if it just stood there.
That's insane.
It's not possible.
And there it goes. So it's definitely different in that way, like that you're kind of immediately focused on endgame. The gearing is, so stats, it's pretty similar, except you're kind of adjusting your build because you're all one class, more like Final Fantasy versus WoW. You're not picking a class, so you can kind of put them wherever you want them. And then your talents center on a talent tree that's like pretty crazy. So all this is going on, and then you can actually like rotate this wheel if you want. If that helps you.
That changes a lot.
So you can kind of shift it however you want to shift it, which is a pretty drastic mechanic over. And then like even within your skills, your runes, so there's basically 16 runes like Diablo 3, but within these, like I can drastically, I get, so far I'm up to 7 modifiers. This is my highest level skill at level 45. And like I can take these 7 modifier points and I can spend them however I want. And they really drastically alter it, so it doesn't just feel like there's kind of like 1 or 2 good ways to use a skill. There's lots of ways to use a skill. So it just feels like it offers a lot more build variety. There's no sets, there's just legendaries and uniques, and the uniques aren't as good as legendaries when you make it to true endgame. So you're basically just farming legendaries. So it kind of feels like, I'm not an expert on Path of Exiles by any means, but it feels a lot more like attainable than Path of Exiles. Path of Exiles, like if you're not ready to put in 1,000 hours, I just don't understand that game. And Diablo is more, it's more simple, and it's somewhere in between them. It's got definitely kind of a feel of Diablo 2, just the way that like combat is paced. So like if you had to draw a triangle between Diablo 2, 3, and Path of Exiles, this game is probably somewhere in the middle. There we go.
Gotta catch my
But gearing doesn't really, like, gearing, although 3 feels really like, is that a good monk item? Is that a good necro item? And gearing here, like, if I go look at my gear, after I kill this guy, like, I have a piece that would be used traditionally by more of, like, a demon hunter build, and then I have a piece that would be used by a sorcerer, which is what I am, and then I have a piece that would be used by, like, a barbarian, and, like, they're all equipped. Because you're really just looking for stats. All that matters is stats. So you're not locking into, like, a traditional gear progression like you would in a game where, you know, I'm playing as a sorcerer. Because if I wanted to change to being a barbarian, all I have to do is equip this mace. And now all my skills are no longer equipable, and I have to go in here, and I have to turn it on and say, okay, I want to pick mace skills instead. And just like that, right? So it's that easy.
my endurance is waning.
I choose to run solo sorceress, but like that also means I could equip like a one-hand sorceress item and a one-hand barbarian item, and I can mix and match skills from both. So you could be a barbarian with a sorceress heal. That's totally fine.
Not possible. I can't do that right now.
Oh, I just got a new staff. Not better than mine. Not better than mine. I mean, it still feels a little bit... So, like, definitely don't expect it to be a bug-free experience. There'll be guys that, like, you'll come across a barrel that you just can't shoot. even though you can mouse over it, like your projectiles just don't hit it. You know,
My endurance.
if you sit in a boss fight long enough, it seems to just like refill the boss's health bar. But like if you can't kill a boss in like 5 to 8 minutes, you're not guaranteed it's not going to just like refill it. But like honestly, you shouldn't be in a boss fight for 8 minutes anyway. So like it's not the end of the world. They seem to have gone after the bigger bugs first, the things that were like exploitive, the things that were just breaking stuff. And they're working their way down through the quality of life. But what that means is because there was such a large bug list, there's lots of quality of life that's just not there. It's hard to party with a friend. Sometimes trading with a friend's kind of, you know, it doesn't always work. But like I've played AAA games that have those issues, and this is like a tiny little dev team running a project out of Kickstarter. So like keeping that in perspective, this is a phenomenal game. Because the games we're comparing it to are games like Diablo, where it's 10 years out of a company that deals in revenue in the billions. So it's a phenomenal game for what it is. I'm definitely glad that it's not like a full $60, because that kind of reminds you that it's not a full-priced game. I think it'd be easy to get $40 worth of value out of a $40 game with this. I think if you're playing through the story by yourself, it could very easily be, if you're playing through on normal, it could very easily take you 18 hours to clear the game. And then the end game is way more than the remaining 22 hours to get to your 40 hours of joy for $40. All right. But the passive skill tree is crazy. Like, it has everything from, like, just plus damage to, like, literally changing the number of projectiles you do, to changing the way that, like, life leech works. Some of the skills within the passive tree, like, fundamentally alter the way you're going to experience this game until you reset your passive tree, which is expensive. So even if you change classes, that's the new you now. Oh, fuck.
Gotta catch my breath.
Man, it's these butcher mobs, man. Thankfully, he's only a blue one. I think he died. Oh no, shield broke. Go, 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 go. Woo! Alright.
My endurance is waning.
I just mean compared to the rest of games, right? So, like, I just mean, you know, that's what I expect. I expect 60 hours of content out of a full-price game. And I'm already 24 hours into this one, and I see the end in sight.
Can't manage that right now.
Yeah, I mean, the major titles like Final Fantasy VII and Cyberpunk and all that, we've seen all sorts of delays, and these little indie titles have really stepped up and filled the void with, like, some phenomenal content that we might not have found otherwise. Like, if we'd had our hands on Final Fantasy VII and we're looking down the barrel at Cyberpunk, I don't know that I would have tried these, and I just don't know that I would have had the time. Ding ding, 45. Oh, and I finished the thing. I succeeded in my mission. How cool. Alright, so we'll go back to town. So, when you succeed in an in-game mission, they're called turns, which is either something through the mandate board or the expedition board for now. It looks like there's others possible. So I need to report to dashing via the mandate board. And so I complete it. So I get a quest reward, so I get given a free item. I don't care about that. Agility and attack speed is intriguing. I don't do occult damage, and I don't rely only on material, and I don't want toughness. So this is probably my best bet at an upgrade. and I received 12 productivity. So when you complete a turn, it basically says like, hey, how'd you do? And you get multipliers and everything like that. That becomes productivity. I have a plus 25 because I've already picked an upgrade in the productivity tree. And then I can come over here, and that applies over here. And so I get 12 to both. So this was at 13, this was at 0. When they complete, I'll be able to put more here. The planning committee is going to allow me to start putting 3 here instead of 2. So each time I'll get 12 towards 3 things instead of just towards 2. Let's do some stats real quick. I'm going to put 1 in wisdom, 2 in ferocity, and 7 in agility. Confirm. And then my next stat point, I'm trying to remember where I was going to go from here. So you kind of want to plan this out. And this is not a perfect tree by any method. Like, I do not have a long-term plan here. So, like, I guarantee I've screwed things up. Attacks gain 30% damage from the last spell cast. Oh, let's do that. Elemental damage, that's me. Occult damage, that's not me. Alright. So I kind of just pick a node. So there's small nodes, which are just like points, right? Like straight up just extra damage, extra stats, things like that. Then there's like the next node up, which is kind of these medium nodes. And these will tell you like here, like plus 25% chance. I don't think I wanted to do that. I think I wanted to go here. That's where I was going. All right, crap. Can't undo that. I was going to go here. Plus 50% attack speed and plus 50% spell casting. All right. Oh, well. I'll remember next time. And resetting that thing is super mega expensive. 1,125 of these orbs. I only have 2,600 of them, and you only get 100 every time you find a spell. So don't make a mistake, I guess. I'm not really worried about it. When I'm around like 60 or 70, I'll probably one big reset, and I'll have like more of a plan. Because sometimes I'm finding like as I get further into my build, there's things that I thought were valuable to me that aren't. Like I picked a passive that makes it to where I have 100% chance to crit when my mana is over 75%. And then as I've moved further into my build and I have that like trigger things when I run out of mana, it's not in my best interest to always have 75% or more mana. And so I don't. Frost damage, don't care. Or spell casting speed, that's good. Oh, I want the elemental ailment chance. That's way better. All right, get that.
You have a good eye.
So you kind of adjust things. Like it's the same with damage. So there's 3 types of damage: material, elemental, and occult. And so you kind of want to stack mostly one type. So like my outgoing damage on my staff is material, and all of my spells are elemental, and I'm avoiding occult. In a perfect world, you could shift the majority of your damage into just one of those. So if I was entirely relying on my spells and my staff was just there to generate mana, because every time I fire with it, it generates willpower, 120 per hit plus 20 for a passive. So I get 140 of this, plus it shoots 2 shots at a time because of a passive. So I get 280 of this every time every time I shoot. And then if that just we weren't worried about damage at all, then I was totally focused on spell, I could lean into all of my stats being plus elemental damage.
You know your hobby is always the best value.
Oh, that's intriguing. Agility and attack speed are both good. Oh, but I have 3 on my existing one. And I have 3 on that one. Yeah. It's not gonna touch 3 stats. It's not that good of a roll. I don't do curses, so that's trash.
Item. Thank you very much.
I don't do occult damage, so that's trash. Now that's intriguing. So, straight up damage. It's not bad. Agility's good. Wisdom's good. Alright. So we'll try that on.
Customer, welcome to my humble stand.
Well, have a good one, Janelle. Okay, show stats here. So we'll equip this here, 965 up to 981, and that puts me at 579 from 576, so it's an upgrade. Let's go ahead and see if this old legendary holds up as well. So we'll swap these. You can hold shift to swap the other one, but it's just easier sometimes to assume that is my best slot now. 981 up to 594. Yep, it's better. And that legendary retires. Which makes sense, because eye level 39. These are getting to be higher eye level, and that legendary was not a perfect roll for me. Okay. I'm keeping all my legendaries because like my brothers are going to start playing soon, so I know that I have players who literally won't have access to anything, and so even if it's for a different build, I can just funnel it to them. All right. And so that's it. We move on to the next thing, and we do it again. Mandates board. And you jump back in, and we hope we can clear another one. Killing the Elder Guardians is way harder than the, like, kill all enemies. So I may not succeed at this one. That's okay, because I'm still gaining experience, I'm still gaining loot, and these things are free. When you start talking about rifts, you can actually, like, have money invested when you start, like, assigning modifiers, so not succeeding has a penalty. And this guy is just tough. Oh, consuming embers went up. That's a big deal. I don't know if they can go higher than 47, but that's 46. Oh, what are you doing? Hi there. Okay, thank you. Woof. And then Anomaly is my newest one, so it's like, it's really low. It's down at 28, and I haven't even put runes in it yet. Okay. Because I don't really... Oh. Converts to lightning damage. Yes. Yes. So it suddenly hits a lot harder, I assume. Yeah, 363. Oh, get melted. Cool.
That's not happening. I need more power. No.
Just wasn't letting up.
That's not happening.
Cool.
That's not happening. That was a bad hit.
Man. This particular one's pummeling me here.
My endurance is waning.
You still there, Star? Hello? I'm gonna guess no. Oh, I'm lagging.
Hey, Chris.
I need a breather.
Hey,
I've just been messing
why
around.
does that let me move? Oh, why does that let me move?
I've been messing around. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of grinding to find what I'm doing.
I mean, changing builds is only gonna make that
No,
harder.
I'm doing more than that. Like,
All right. All right. Killing Elder Guardians is gonna be
I need a breather.
a task.
I need more power.
What's going on, Sat? ARPGs do make for lots of action inherently.
I need more power.
It can usually, modern ones can be quite the light show as well.
the modern ones definitely do a good job, don't they? At that.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, it's
My endurance is
just gonna
waning.
take me a while.
I know your build works, because the guy that's been carrying me is using a build similar to yours.
I know.
He just has different gear than you.
I know. It's just I think that's when I say I think I wanna. I just need to do something that works for me. But it's at the game will let me.
Well, it's just not going to let you just equip gear based on like a single keyword. Like, it's going to want you to have a theme. But like, you can do whatever you want. There's 1,000 builds out there. There's some crazy builds out there.
That's what I'm looking at now. Like I'm just like, it's gonna take a while for me to get what I want.
I need more power.
I'm just trying to be viable enough that I can like farm things, and then from there I can farm up whatever it is I want to shift to. And this build has been more than capable of that. I mean, especially if I could get another 10 or 20 levels on me. All right.
I
What's
need a
going on,
breather.
Kaz? Whoa. These demons really hurt, too.
That bad.
Yeah, they're just mean.
I can't do that.
They like go into this like super mode and just wreck.
My endurance is waning.
All right. I think I'm supposed to go this way. My ISP's been really dropping on the upload today, so it's making... I'm doing my Shadow PC, and like... when I first started using Shadow PC, like, I got 5 to up, and like, I used to get 20 up, and like, they don't promise me 20 up, I just got it. And like, the last couple weeks, I've been getting like 1 megabit per second up, and like, you can't... Like, it takes me like 2 hours sometimes to upload a YouTube video. So I'm thinking about dropping them for another service, because I have another service available in my area. Because they're just... I guess they're just testing to see how garbage they can get by with without me dropping. And it makes like uploading videos, and it makes things like using streaming much harder. There we go.
Is that much of a pain, really?
Yeah, it just feels really inconsistent. Like I'm getting big lag spikes and stuff. Unless you guys are seeing lag spikes on your end, but I assume not, because the client's been great.
Well, not the client's not been perfect on my end. It works, but then there's times where it just like lags for no reason. So
Do not stand in that. Do not.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one, Chris.
That's not
I've been getting it too.
I mean, I'm playing with the game on high settings.
Yeah, I think I don't know why it's like that. I think these stuff I think you need to fix on their end still, definitely.
I'm just saying it's not the game for me, because it's making the whole PC lag. Like my connection to Shadow. Like it's not the game, because if I minimize the game, I have the same frame drop. Like I could open up Word and I have the same frame drop. So it's my connection to the internet that's the problem. Not the game itself. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I can have 3 games open. And I have. Like in the last week I've had World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, and Wolcen all open at the same time on this PC, and it runs great.
It's worked out, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, and I died. Man, these things are mean.
my endurance is waning.
The lag spikes are noticeable? Alright, well.
Yeah, they are noticeable.
Alright. I can try turning the settings down, see if it's the shadow side lagging. It wasn't yesterday. Yesterday the settings made no difference. Running 2 games or running 1 made no difference. Alright. Let me get out of combat here. It may make me restart a client. We'll see.
My average damage is well, it's 600 now.
That's 3 times what it was when you started.
Yeah, but I'm literally just working on. I'm literally gonna. It's probably gonna be a while before I'm
And I'm
able
dead.
to do.
Alright. Settings. Graphics quality. Drop to medium. Across the board. Apply. Accept.
You'd have to reset
A
your game
restart
first.
required. Alright.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing.
That's fine. I can reset. It's fast.
Whoa. I critted for 2000 then. That's nice.
I think the game boots up fast for what it is. I haven't had any issues booting it up. It says an error. An error occurred. It says your game closed. The error is me.
You're the one who's closed there.
Alright.
So I'm just messing around with like.
Thanks, guys. I would have assumed it was me. I was ready to blame my ISP because that's what it was yesterday. Because I was streaming to a private thing for recording, and in the recordings there wasn't any lag.
Now, Chris, the game literally has some problems. Like it's like not noticeable sometimes, but
I don't mind. And it wasn't lagging at all earlier, and my internet was better, so. That triple attack is triggering crazy amounts of stuff, because each one of those has a chance to bounce, and then each one of the bounces, both the first one and each after bounce, has a chance to shoot chain lightning that bounces off an additional 2. And then those have a chance to trigger little like lightning bolts from the sky. Alright. So they have built something that, I mean, it's a ton of fun. But it also means it's generating like a huge test of lag. Alright. Blues are trapped. There's not.
it's kind of.
Oh, well, that blue might not be.
I had some problems
that's a
with the
Warhammer.
game, I had some problems with the game on lag myself, but like, it's not always there.
All right. Material damage. You can add 3 sockets to things, so like I can ignore the sockets on this. Ferocity.
Got everything you need? Excellent. Come back soon.
Oh, just what I need.
So let's test this.
Greetings, my friend. How may I help you?
That's a really good helm. Okay. That's exceedingly decent. Yeah. It could be good. Material damage doesn't help me because I'm not trying to just totally stack that. Get rid of that. And okay. So let's go see if this is better.
Damn, I don't know why, but these like specific places where I like
Not better.
in the game. You having problems? Again?
No.
Oh.
I was seeing if these yellows were better.
A customer. Welcome to my humble
Cool.
stand.
All right. Did he respond? No. We're gonna see if we can trigger some more lag.
I don't know why. They still got. I guess they got some bugs to fix on their end with the lag and stuff. Because I don't think it's that. It happens to a lot of people.
Well, I had the settings on their highest, so there's a little bit of lag. How do I open activity monitor? Alt Control Delete maybe? What opens my to see how my CPU is doing on Windows? What's that called?
It's literally
Processes?
on. It's literally on. Control Alt Delete, and you should see on Task Manager. Like, you should be able to see on Processes, yeah.
Okay. Task Manager, and I can see. Yeah.
You should
there
be
we
able
go.
to.
Performance.
Yeah. How
Okay.
much to put on it? I think there's like a load issue where it like
Okay.
for some
Do we think
reason puts a
it's-
lot of load on the CPU.
I don't know what shadow caps me at. I know they don't just let me use their whole cloud.
There's a problem though, like the game is just in the generous overloads the CPU for no reason. That's a bug on their end.
I'm just trying to see if I can replicate it.
Yeah. So you put like the thing on the other side so you can see
Yeah,
what it does.
yeah.
Oh. So you're gonna watch it go into the. You're gonna watch it like load.
Yeah, with well, I gotta pay attention to my life or I'll just die. With Streamlabs running, it's definitely harder than when it's just the game, which it's been for the last 23 hours of play. So when I wasn't experiencing issues and I was playing on high, that's because I'm playing with
Without it.
like I don't have Streamlabs running.
My endurance is waning.
All right, let's trigger all the lightning.
It's
Let's
actually
put
really funny.
additional lightning down. And heals. I didn't get any spike there. I'm at 57% utilization. Cool. So no lag. So I just had to drop to medium.
So medium might fix most of the issues.
As opposed to high, yeah. Alright.
My endurance is
Wait, when you say like spike, do you mean like it's like you're just getting like like you're getting FPS?
I was dropping
Well,
frames, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on with me. I guess I might need to do the same thing. 'Cause
There we go.
but I'm playing like literally from my computer, so I think a lot of people saying there's issues.
I mean, Diablo 3 was graphics intensive when it first came out, so
Oh yeah.
to make a game that in my mind is prettier than Diablo 3 means it's going to be
It's gonna have problems.
It's gonna, yeah, it's testing current hardware. Shoot! And these guys have this, like, they're just dropping, like, toxic meteors everywhere. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
This actually.
Frick. Well,
I'm
the issue isn't
testing, like-
lag. The issue is that I cannot take this on.
I don't know. I'm actually testing like something right now, and just to put it into perspective, I've only got like 2 abilities that on it right now, just because I'm like getting more abilities and like leveling them up and stuff. But I'm actually kicking ass with just these 2 abilities right now, so that's showing how much it's working.
Oh. Man, I cannot take these guys. Whatever this combination of modifiers is, it's just cruel.
Oh yes, finally.
Not possible.
Give me that.
He's right there. He's almost dead. Okay, one of the 3 is down.
Endurance is
Why
waning.
are there so many? Oh my gosh. This is Shadow PC? Yeah, it only runs on... they're
Oh
going to bring it to other
my-
platforms, but right now it's only on Steam. But it sounds like they want to bring it to other platforms. I don't know why as a developer you wouldn't, unless somebody's paying you to say otherwise.
What a catch, my friend.
Like, unless it's financially in your best interest. A larger install base is just better. Oh, God, that was just impossible. Okay, so that fixed the lag, right? You guys didn't see any? I didn't see any.
What are you looking for?
Check on
Unless I just missed some.
Perhaps?
It's possible. Trash and trash. What's up?
my average damage is 12k now.
Because all I have running on this computer right now is Streamlabs running the stream, and the activity monitor and Discord and this.
Don't forget about me.
You have 400 damage now, you said?
12k average.
12,000?
Wait, 1219.
Oh, okay. That's big.
I changed up my I'm literally changing up everything. It's not just the build. It's like the weapons I'm using and everything. I'm like changing it because it's actually quite fun, like to try different things out, to see what works for me.
I need a
But
breather.
I'm like this thing I'm doing right now. I'm like wrecking house. But I'm not. I'm not good. I don't think I'm like. I'm still need to do some stuff, before I can do anything else. Wait a minute. I'm enjoying it though, just testing it out. Oh my god.
Wow.
Like you said, there's no point in having a separate character then, is there? In this game?
I mean, maybe one day, but not anytime soon. No,
Not-
you would have to
not
have
right
one
now.
build kind of finished out. Like, if you're like level 70, you got all legendaries, and you're kind of happy with what that build's becoming, then I could see spinning up another one if you want to try something drastically different.
I can't believe what OP I am. What the hell? God, there's no more room in my inventory, damn it.
All right. He should be right there.
Give me
There he
that.
comes.
Oh, this is nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport back. No, I don't. Do you know what?
There's a poison. I didn't see the poison.
This game's very open to experimenting.
Oh, come on. How did he not die? He has 800 life. Oh, and then he did die to the shock after. I just stood there in it and was like, I can take him. I died. All right. That was needless risk. I should have just gotten out of there. Oh, the sound sounds different. That's weird.
Not possible.
What's wrong with the sound?
I don't know, it just sounds like it's in a distant... There it goes. The problem with the bugs, in my opinion, is that it takes away from the enjoyment of the game because you can't tell what's a bug and what's just designed to push you into playing the way they designed it. So, like, one of the things I saw this video is, like, exploits in Wolcen. And, like, one of the exploits was they talked about how their spells were higher level than they are. That's not an exploit. Your spells level independent of you. So, like, if I open up spells, I have spells that are level 1, I have spells that are level 46. I'm level 45. Like, your spells are, they level totally independently of you.
I don't think that's an exploit.
So, like, that's not an exploit, that's a misunderstanding of how the spell system works. But the reason they thought that was an exploit is because there were enough other bugs on the day that they played that they felt like, well, this must be wrong too.
Yeah.
And that's just not really a fair analysis.
Have you seen the Reddit? You might not want to look at that.
I like this game.
I do too. I don't know. Even though I've been playing it quite wrong these past few days. It's still quite a fun game. Like, I don't know why people are moaning. But I mean, people like to moan about things anyway. I think it's a culture, you know? You know, just to hate something. Do you think?
I mean, it was a bad launch. So, like,
yeah, it was.
If you paid $40 and you, like, sat down and this was your plan and, like, just had a terrible day one and quit, as far as you're concerned, this game is trash.
But people like that don't give games another chance.
I'm guessing not. And coming back and having some of the bugs fixed, it just depends on the person. Like, to me, that's a step in the right direction. Oh, there's the lag. Is that lag for you guys? Felt like lag to me.
You're getting quite a few lag spikes.
Yeah. Just one.
I think it's going to be fixed, you know.
It's gotten so much better. Like,
It's
even just,
better.
and I didn't play on launch, and, like, it was still worse my first day playing than it is now.
It's not possible.
Oh, come on.
People just like to moan a lot.
Alright.
Well, like, I mean, I guess you have the right to moan if you brought the game, but maybe give them constructive criticism instead of just, you know what I mean, don't you? Like instead of just screaming in their ear.
Oh, treasure goblin.
Oh, I only saw them once. How many times have you seen them?
I don't know. 4 maybe? 5?
4 or 5.
Oh, frick. And it got me killed. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. It won't let me out.
You stuck?
Yeah. Got it. If I die again, I get kicked out, though, so I gotta recover from the fact that I just pulled, like, the whole world. Ah.
I need a breather.
$80,000 life left. 70,000 life left. 60, 50. 40, 30, 20.
Oh, God. This is nuts.
7, 6, 5, 4,
The bigger they are,
3, 2, 1, down.
not possible.
Yeah, game's running a lot better. Alright. Well, good to know when I'm running Shadow Labs. Or when I'm streaming, I still can't run it. I can't run at high settings. When I'm playing on my own, I can, and the game is stunning. But you have to trade that for like extreme frame drop. I don't know that it's worth it. Alright. Halfway to my level.
Gotta catch my breath.
Three-quarters of the way done with this one. Might actually get some productivity out of this. That productivity's hard to get.
Gotta catch my breath.
So you're already up to 1,000 damage? That didn't take you long at all to correct. Okay. Down it goes.
I need a breather. I'll manage that later.
Focus, focus, focus. Home stretch.
My endurance is waning.
I assume this game gets a whole lot easier as soon as you're kind of like over some threshold.
So,
It's just right now it feels really hard.
I need more power.
you'll ever. Do you think all builds are viable?
No, but I think a lot are. And it depends on what you
Like-
determine as viable. Like, if you mean clear this content, I mean, a substantial number, given the right gear and level. Yeah, you could have a pretty terrible build that just does
I mean,
fine.
obviously, what I was doing bad, but like
but-
I'm thinking. Oh, sorry.
But, like, if you're saying, like, there's a leaderboard and, like, you know, somebody's cleared, like, the highest level content in the game, can all builds do what that build can do? No, like, there will be a mathematically best build for the current content.
Yeah.
That's why, oh, I'm almost to 47. I really want to know what happens at 47. I haven't looked it up.
I don't know why I'm still getting a lot of spikes, you know.
Are you?
Yeah. Don't know why.
Did you drop your settings down a bit?
I'm gonna have to do that now, you know, because I don't know. I think. What do you know when they put like recommendations on what you should use in your for your settings and no for your what graphics card and all that you should be using and all.
Yep.
Mine exceeds it, but I still have problems. But I'm thinking maybe be some problems with the game. But I just mess. Medium.
Ooh, a sapphire.
Medium. So we'll go back to city.
That's not happening.
Okay, not enough room. What a cool problem to have. Okay. I got too much loot. All the loot.
Too much loot's not a bad thing, is it?
Oh, I
Right.
had some spells here. And then do I have some dies? I don't. There we go. Pick that back up.
I'll tell you what's annoying is trying to get an ability to pop up on the merchant. Like, cause I've been I'm just trying, I've been testing it out as I've been getting more things, and this is working out way better than what I had.
Not possible.
Let's see. But I've been looking at the stats as well, which I should have been doing in the beginning.
Okay, not enough. Cool. And back we go. I actually finished one.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay.
You get to see what you get now.
I get trash, 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 and something that's not for me. Cool. Thanks, guys. Productivity 13. They're gonna drop that on the ground.
Hello there, friend. Please browse my wares.
I mean, it's using 60% of
You have
the
a
CPU.
good eye.
I think that's too much, to be honest.
Across all processes, like Discord and streaming.
Does it feel? Does it? I feel like it's meant to be lower than that.
I don't know. Okay. So we're at 25 of 100 on this one,
Reset the game.
and then 38 of 2,000 on that one. That was a mistake. I didn't know what 2,000 was. I was like, 2,000 productivity. That sounds good. I didn't know that was going to take as long as it's going to take when I started on that journey. But that's okay. You live and learn. What's going on, Songwriter? All right, let's jump into Mojave here, and we're going to sell off all the... Ooh. Spell... No. I was like, 200 staff, that's great, but it wasn't a good one. Agility's not bad, but it doesn't have anything else good on it. Damage... Nope.
The quality on this one is unmatched.
Man. I'm good, Songwriter. I'm good. Focused on getting some better loot. Then kind of... I just hit Endgame today, and my loot is lacking.
The quality on this one is unmatched.
I do not care about that. Alright, we got no meaningful upgrade there, but I did move all the way to... We're coming up on 7 bars out of this level, and then I'll be able to start working on this green tree. We're going to try to get to this faster casting speed. Yeah, that's what we're going to try to get. At some point I'll need to redo my passives, but it's not urgent.
You could, I think you
Not
can do
urgent.
that with 1,000 of those skill things. Yeah, what is it? You know the skills that you have when you turn them in when you don't need it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
purple things.
so it costs, the amount of those is based on the number of passives you have, so it continually goes up in
Yeah.
price. So mine's already up to 1100.
Hi.
That's a
Please
lot.
don't
That's a
touch
lot.
anything.
Yeah, it is.
We don't know what happens when a skill hits max level though. So like 47's when the last rune unlocks. Adds a cooldown. Oh, adds cooldown in trade for doubling the damage.
Wait, what do you mean
Oh, that's interesting.
lost rune?
So when you open up a skill to equip your runes, the last one unlocks at level 47.
Oh, okay.
And my highest level skill is about to be that. And so I don't know what happens after that. It'll get a base damage boost, which will be awesome. Because the 603 is based on like damage times all my different multipliers. So like a base damage increase will hopefully yield a decent amount to my average damage per hit. And keep in mind that 603 is across like all of the orbs. Like when I shoot it, that's all 3.
Yeah.
So each damage is pretty substantial. All right. Well, guys, I think that's it for me. I think I'm going to actually call it a day. But I got to level 45. Hopefully I can get a little bit higher. Would be nice. I think I know enough to kind of give my impression of the game, so I think I'm going to go ahead and record that over on Work to Game. A huge thanks to everybody that's subscribed here on Work to Play.
Catch my breath.
And thanks for dealing with my little bit of frame drop. Understanding the computing requirements of Wolcen while streaming is something that I had not yet tested. Because this game is graphically and it's absolutely stunning, but yes, it can. Let me get that.
No FPS.
Yeah. So we're pegged at a full 60 right now, but we'll keep an eye on that
Endurance is waning.
moving forward.
While you're gone, Chris, I'll be working on my stuff.
So have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time.